everybody, and welcome back. So we're going to be talking today about our rainbow tiles again. We're going to be doing some sensory activities and some brain and balance activities for you to do this week. All right, so we're just going to do the best we can. I know I'm going to look silly doing some of these things and trying some of these things. I might be good at it. I might not be so great at it at first, but it doesn't really matter. It's okay, and we're trying new things, and these are all things that are really good for your brain. All right, so the first thing is I have 3 different activities with the hands, the arms, and the head. So what we're doing is we're starting out by just taking a rainbow tile, and you're going to be putting it on top of your hand like this, and you're going to pop and grab. Okay, you need to be able to balance it on your hand and pop it up and then grab it. Do you see how I did that? If it falls on the floor the first few times, that's okay. But you're going to practice it and maybe you'll be able to do it. And if you can't, that's okay too. I'm just going to show you all these different activities and you'll do the best you can with them, all right? So another challenge would be taking more than one and doing this. So you could even do one on each. Oh, could you do it on both hands? This is hard. Let's see if you can do it. Pop and grab. See if you can do that. Or you could even challenge yourself. You could see how many you can do with one hand. I'm just going to try stacking 2. Pop. Oops, I couldn't do it. I'm going to try again. I have 2 here. I'm going to pop. And I was able to get 1. Let's try one more time and see if I can do it. Keep trying. I got it. All right, so that's one of them. Now this next one is super tricky, but I want you to try it. Maybe you can do it. We'll see. So this one is where you put your rainbow tile right here at the top part of your elbow near the end of your arm, just like this. And you're going to catch. You got to move really fast. This is not easy, but if you practice it this week, I bet you can do it. Let's try again. We're going to put the tile right here and grab. You got to pop down and grab it as it's dropping. That's a tricky one, and you could even try more than one. We also used to do this with coins at my house when I was a kid. So you can do this with coins too, and there's something really satisfying about grabbing the metal coins. So you could stack up a couple pennies or a couple rainbow tiles like this, and I was able to grab 2. Let's see if you can do that one. It's not easy, but I'd love for you to try. Okay, here's another one. So now you're going to try balancing your rainbow tile on your head. I'm going to put one right on the top of my head, and I'm going to try and walk across the room without it falling. All right, and you might even try standing really still and putting one on top of your head. And then can you put another one on top? Can you stack another one on top of your head? This is not easy, but I'm going to try. Oh, no, I couldn't do it. See if you can balance one on top of your head. All right. So now the rest of these ones are floor exercises. So these are all really good for the body and balance parts of our brains. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you on the floor some of these great activities. So here's the first thing. It's called slide and hit. It's slide and hit game. So you have 2 people and you're going to make 2 rows. You're going to make 2 rows. And you're going to want to use a kitchen floor, a hardwood floor, some kind of hard, slippery floor. So you are making a row here, and you're going to make a row You're going to start out with the rows being very close together, like this, just a few inches maybe. And then everybody gets a tile, and you're going to take turns, and you're going to see if you can slide your tile and have it hit one of theirs out of their line. And if you do, then you get to keep that one. Okay, so it would be something like this. It looks like I was able to have this one come out. So let's see if they can do one now. So they're going to take and they're going to slide it. Oh, it looks like you knocked one of mine out. So you get the tiles. So you're going to keep on going, and it's going to get more and more holes in it, and it gets a little harder each time. So now it'll be my turn. I'm going to try sliding, and I was able to slide this one out of their line, so I get to keep it. And they're going to slide theirs one next, slide, and well, they weren't able to really take it out of that line, so they didn't get that one. So it's slide and hit. And you can start to get better and better at it, and then you can really slide it hard. And look at how far that one went, right? So that is a very fun game. And then as they get better at it, then you can scoot these lines back a little bit, so the lines are further away, and then you have that challenge of really having to hit it hard, slide it really hard to be able to hit their line. So that is slide and hit with the tiles. So now what they're going to do is they're going to take their yardstick, and they're going to line it out on the floor, on the hardwood floor, in a place where you have plenty of space, and they're going to line up their tiles, all of their tiles, into a line, into a nice straight line. Now I want you to have plenty of room here because they're going to be doing some jumping exercises here and crawling exercises. So they're basically going to make a big line with all their tiles. That is their first challenge. And it can be a counting game too. We're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I'm making my line. I'm going to use as many as my tiles to be able to line it up as at least as long as your yardstick. You're going to need it to be as long as your yardstick, or even longer. You can add more tiles. So the first thing you're going to do here is you are going to see if you can crawl over the line of tiles without touching them. So this is going to take a little bit of thinking. So I'm going to bring both of my hands over, and I'm going to lift up my knees and my feet really good as I'm crawling over, and see if you can do that 5 times. Good job, crawling over so you don't touch the tiles. And then you can do it with crab walking. Now crab walking is you have them with their feet on the floor and your hands on the floor, and you're going to lift up your body. So you're going to lift up and crawl across without touching your line. And then see if they can do it again. Lifting up their body. Oh, looks like I touched the line a little bit with my feet. So let's have you do 5 of these without touching. Crawling like this. This is good for your body. So, and then, once you've done that, you're going to jump from side to side. So let's see if they can jump. All right, how many of those? Let's see if you can do 10 side to side. And another jumping game is they're going to start with their feet together. They're going to swing their arms and they're going to see how far they can go. Now my foot went to here. My line will be a little bit longer, but this is, you take the tile out that matches up where your toes are, so you can mark how far you went. And then you can try again, putting your feet right here. See if you can jump further than that little gap. And I was able to do it. So that is a very good one for jumping, crawling, and balance and body. So now I'm going to challenge you to do a spinning game and a crawling exercise. So what they're going to do with this one is, so you can see the floor. So what they're going to do with this one is you're going to take 20, and count out 20, and you're going to spread them out all over the carpet. Now you can spread them out this way, or you can spread them out in a little bit of a trail like this around the room. And the challenge for them to do is they're going to crawl and pick up all the tiles as they go. How much time does it take for them to pick them all up? They are crawling, which is wonderful for their balance in their bodies. And also grabbing and holding. How many can they grab and hold? I have to go over here to get this one. I'm going to go back over here to do this one. And challenge yourself to do more. And at the end, you could have a trail and maybe have a little toy or prize at the end that they have to find. This crawling is good for the proprioceptive system, and it helps kids to have awareness in space of their body, and it's very integrating, very powerful. One last activity is you're going to take all your tiles and you're going to put a pillow in the middle of the rug, and you're going to put all your blue tiles in one spot, and it's going to be like a clock. So you'll put some other tiles here on this side about 10 feet away, and you're going to put another pile of a different color over here you've got 12 o'clock, you're going to put some at 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock. So 4 different piles, 4 different colors. Okay, so you're going to have your child stand in the center. They can look this way and they see the blue ones. They turn this way, they see the purple ones. They turn this way, they see the yellow ones. And they turn this way, they see the green ones. So whatever piles you want, but all in one color. So now they're going to be blindfolded. You're going to put a blindfold on them, and you're going to put a blindfold, and you're going to first of all make sure that they're oriented, knowing that this is where the blues are, this is where the purples, yellows, and greens, and you're going to spin them around and see if they know which color they're facing. So start really slow. We don't want them to be spinning really fast, but this is great for the vestibular. So they're blindfolded, you're helping them spin maybe once around, and then stop and say, okay, which color are you facing? And if they get it right, fantastic. And if it's too easy, then you can make it a little harder. You might spin them around this way, 1.5 rotations. So see if you can do that. You can help them spin, and that's great for the vestibular. And so look at all these things you can do with just some just some rainbow tiles and your imagination. And these are all things that I'm going to ask you to try this week so that they're getting their brain and body activities and they're getting their sensory integration through movement. And you can make sure that they're getting this every day, and I'll be continuing to add more ideas with more different materials to have that sensory input. All right, great, good job.